but it blows the lid off mystery. A video allegedly taken at a U.S. military base in Iraq in 2018, just released by a journalist named Jeremy Corbell, who claims that it was buried by the intelligence community. Look at this. He calls this thing, whatever craft it is, jellyfish. You can see why, because it floats with like dangling appendages. The footage was shot at night, and I'm quoting that they used thermographic forward-looking infrared imagery. But interestingly, the object could not be seen with regular night vision gear. And some of the troops who were at the base weren't even aware it was up there. Others were told to hunt it down. And the coolest part of it all is that it switches colors. It goes from this dark to like almost invisible and see-through and white as it glides, indicating that that should be a temperature change more than likely, from hot to cold to hot to cold. And then it just disappears into a body of water for 17 straight minutes until it reemerges and shoots off into the sky at a rate of speed that was so high it couldn't be documented with the technology we actually have here on Earth. So Corbell claims that the jellyfish, a similar kind of thing just like this, was seen at a nuclear facility too, moving between silos and shooting off at a 45-degree angle. And he shared this footage on social media. You should know that NewsNation has not independently verified the authenticity of either of these videos, and the Pentagon has not confirmed or even commented on them. So that's why I called Nick Pope. Spent his career investigating UFOs for the UK Ministry of Defense, and he's just great at this stuff. So first of all, Nick, what do you make of this whole temperature, color change, and then also this transmedium capabilities of going in and out of the water and the air?
Well, the change in color, which normally could represent a temperature change, may be an artifact of the camera and the system. We don't know yet what this is. There are so many pieces of the puzzle that have yet to be confirmed.
Dobrodošli u još jedan Fakat podcast. Kao što vidimo, u svijetu se trenutno događaju neke jako čudne stvari. Osim što u Americi trenutno najveće saslušanje vezano za UAP i UFO programe, također se u svijetu sve više puštaju u javnost snimke nepoznatih objekata i čudnih pojava. I dojam je da stvari postaju sve čudnije. Gotovo da nema mjeseca ili tjedna u kojem nas ne informiraju ili nam ne puste neke čudne snimke, u kojima onda ljudi u principu ostaju zbunjeni i naravno ne znaju što da misle, a pogotovo oni koji nisu upućeni u ove teme. Međutim, što više vrijeme protječe, izlazi na vidjelo sve više svjedoka, a neki od njih su i stručnjaci poput vojnih tehničara, pilota, čak i bivših ministara obrane i ostalog vojnog osoblja, koji izlaze vani sa svojim iskustvima, koji su u najblažu ruku neobična. Lajkajte video i idemo vidjeti što se to događa u svijetu. Da li su ove stvari stvarno čudne i događaju se, eto, jer su se tek sad počele događati. Ili se one događaju već dugo prije nas, a možda i prije nego što se čovjek pojavio. A pogotovo u zadnje vrijeme one su sve više i više učestalije. Ili imaju veze sa nečim drugim, sa vojnim aktivnostima, raznim ratovima koji se dešavaju u svijetu i svakodnevnim prijetnji nuklearnim oružjem. Ili možda imaju veze sa nekim drugim agendama na koje nas pripremaju. Sada ćemo vidjeti jedan čudan dio saslušanja iz Američkog kongresa o UAP-ovima, koji je po meni dosta čudan i nakon kojega su se počela dešavati sve čudnije i čudnije stvari.
We believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier. Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
And we did meet with one member of the flight crew who took the image. The image was of something that I am not able to attach to any human capability, either from the United States or from any of our adversaries.
It's in thermal. It was filmed on. It's in thermal. It was filmed on a weapons platform. You see that there's a dog there. See the animals are black. I'm assuming this is black hot. You see the object just went to white, and you'll see it going from white to black, white to black. And that's basically showing the heat differential. So it's going like hot and cold, hot and cold. The problem was the optics platform was jammed. These individuals who target with these platforms, they can shoot out an Al-Qaeda tire at 27 miles away, but not being able to lock it was one of the first signs that something's weird. I was able to find direct eyewitnesses and corroborate that this event did happen. When individuals would target in on it with the optics, the way it was described, each of these hanging things, they were stiff, like they weren't moving. They had geometric form, like scales. What was said to me is scales, like an armor. There were also people with night vision who were out and they were tasked to go look for it. Couldn't see it on the night vision. Only in the thermal spectrum could it be seen. But anything that looks like that appears to have a payload, that's a big deal. It could be dangerous, so these are high priority. But what happened is there were a couple other nations involved, and the feeds were shut, just shut immediately. So that put me on high alert too. Why is it completely being shut down? But that's not all it did. It goes out over a body of water. I'm told it stops on a dime, descends into the water, stiff into the water. And for 17 minutes, nothing. And boom, this thing comes up out of the water and shoots off at 45 degrees, just like that. It looks very much like what I've heard that has made incursions into nuclear facilities, because I know for sure, fact of the matter, there is footage from inside a nuclear facility, and I'll just say it, Pantex, that's the one, man. Something that appears identical to this moves between these nuclear silos and shot off again at a 45-degree angle. What it is, I don't know, but now, when it goes over a body of water, I do have some footage of that. This is when that same object, a Jellyfish UFO, goes out over this like, you can kind of get an idea by that distance now how far these optic systems can reach. When it gets to that point where it's over the water, every source that I have talked with who is aware of this footage, that footage exists. You've got a UFO or UAP descends into the water stiff, comes back up, and then shoots off 45 degrees. Now, this was taken by an intelligence agency and buried. So I don't know, man. These are the cases that spark me. I don't know what this is. I just know when I get military filmed UAP footage designated where people risk getting that to me, I take it as serious as it sounds, and I try to get to the bottom of it. And it's hard, you know, but I do have a number of direct eyewitnesses now.
Evo sad otprilike imamo cijelu priču. Dakle, htio sam reći da ovo nije prvi put da se susrećemo sa ovakvim objektima, ne samo u zadnje vrijeme, a pogotovo koliko toga su zataškali, da li američke ili neke druge službe. Kroz povijest i kroz nerevnu povijest imamo isklesane ovakve objekte na zidovima, imamo, sad nije da se referiram na onu seriju Ancient Aliens, ali ima mnogo toga u kojemu će se prepoznati ovakvi objekti. A da ne govorimo o raznim viđenjima u posljednjim godinama, koja naravno mnoga i nisu prijavljena. Dakle, šta mislite što je ovo? Da li su ovo nekakvi ponovo vanzemaljci ili su nekakve prikaze ili su možda neki vojni projekti ili nešto drugo ili neka predskazanja ili nekakva religiozna simbolike ili nam samo opet namještaju nekakvu predstavu kako bi nas uzbunili i distraktirali. Dakle, da li je ovo nekakva distrakcija od nečeg što se trenutno dešava? I nemojte govoriti o Jeffrey Epsteina, ali to nije toliko bitno i tako će se ti moćnici ograditi i oprati od toga svega. Nema šanse da završe i u zatvorima, osim ako se ne promijeni nekakva struja na izborima sljedećim u Americi i tako dalje. Jer znamo da su pola njih, da ne kažem šta. Eto, pa javite svoje mišljenje i čudne i jako zanimljive stvari se događaju u svijetu. Naravno, pokušavat ćemo pratiti i ostati aktualni u svim tim zbivanjima. Hvala lijepo na gledanju i Ugodan dan, lijep pozdrav od Fakata. Lajkajte video naravno za podršku i pretplatite se na kanal da se družimo. Hvala, pozdrav.